last review, we really didn't think Polaris would send us another unit, but hey, here it is, a 2020 Pro XP 4-seater, and today we're gonna beat on it and tell you what we think about it. Now, we realized that the 2021 machines just came out, but they just sent this to us, so maybe they'll be faster next time. But the first thing you're gonna notice about these new RZR Pro XPs is the front end and basically the looks of the overall machine, completely different than any other RZR they've ever done before. So the biggest thing RZR owners have been asking for is stronger parts. So this one got an upgraded RS1 diff in the front. It's supposed to have stronger axle shafts and a stronger transmission. They even got some new ducting for the belt box in the back to make the belt last longer. So you can see the A-arms have definitely gotten a strength upgrade, especially for the upper. I'm a little disappointed that the lowers are still as small as they are. I think if they were as big as these uppers, that'd be a lot better, but this machine's got quite a few miles of hard miles on it already, and they seem to be holding up just fine. So here on the back, you can see they did it the opposite of the front. The lower radius rod, while being high clearance, is also way bigger and way beefier than the upper one. And the trailing arms are a little bit more robust as well. Another thing you'll notice are these 30-inch carnivore tires. Yes, they finally put a decent set of tires on a RZR from the factory, and people have been wheeling with these tires and liking them for a long time. And then they came with these hubless wheels, which look better than most of the factory Polaris wheels, but they're kind of strange because there's like they said, hubless. So there's no hub. It's just like little metal pieces sticking down the wheel bolts too. Kind of strange, but it shows off those big ass brakes back there though. So another upgrade on these Pro XP models are the full doors. Now you got a little open space down here, but you don't get any mud or anything on you on that. But the big thing is for the back seat, they stretched these things 8 inches more than a Turbo S, and they made it where there's nothing here. You open that up, a grown man can actually get in the back seat of a Pro XP and be comfortable. I'm 6'2", and I can sit in here and my knees aren't against the seat. So good job, Polaris. And the big number that everybody cares so much about, horsepower. This is the same 925cc turbo motor, but they've somehow found 13 more horsepower, bumping it from 168 up to 181. Now they've made some changes in the cargo area and made them a lot roomier, but the big difference is the fold down seats in the back, so you can haul all kinds of stuff in this RZR Pro XP4. So if you need to haul a bunch of stuff around, or you got a dog that wants to ride with you around the farm, it's this easy. You pull a little lever back here behind the seat, take both seat backs out, and then you just fold this thing forward. Boom! Storage for days. So they even have integrated tie down points. They got a spot here, a couple spots here where you can put a strap or a bungee cord and really secure anything you need back here. Big cooler. You can go camping in this thing, put all your stuff back here. Lots of storage. More storage space than any other UTV I've seen. So I was wondering when I first started looking at this machine why the front seat harnesses went through the seats and the rears didn't. Well, that's because you can move them out of the way and then fold everything down. But if you don't use the storage system, you can pass them through the seat and use them no problem. They still work. So one of the biggest noticeable changes when it comes to the Pro XPs is the interior. Now they've lowered the seats down 2 inches, which is something we always do with aftermarket brackets, and they did that for you from the factory. The seats are these crazy sculpted, like multiple piece, fully adjustable seats that are probably some of the nicest seats I've ever seen out of a factory machine. But the best thing is this tilt steering column that also telescopes. So up, down, if you're a big tall guy, you can move it up out of the way, get in and out really easy. If you're somebody that wants to drive with the steering wheel real close to them, you can telescope it in, telescope it out. So no matter how you're set up, what your body type is, you can fit in one of these machines and drive it like you need to drive it. So another thing is all the storage up front. You got, you know, glove compartment up here, dash storage, everything, like 5 or 6 different cup holders in this machine, and just all of the steering wheel's nicer, more sporty feeling. It's not a big plastic steering wheel that you're gonna want to replace. Like, this is actually a pretty legit one. A nicer grab bar for your passenger. Shifter feels a little bit different, but yeah, completely different interior. This is where you would have your dynamics and radio and all that stuff, but this is the premium model and not an ultimate, so we don't have the dynamics or any of that fancy stuff. Maybe we'll test one of those next time, Polaris. And yeah, new interior, I dig it. So when I first got in and started trying out these Click 6 harnesses, I didn't think I was gonna like them, but they were tractable and really easy to use and quite comfortable once you get them set up right, and probably the nicest harnesses I've seen come from a factory machine. So one of the biggest things that's gonna affect handling on this machine is they actually went with a one-piece frame. So that means there's not any bolts or anything, plates attaching it together. It is all one piece, and it should be super rigid and give you a lot of good feedback on the wheel. Plus, this thing's got a 13-gallon fuel cell instead of a 9.5, so that means we can wheel even longer. Well, so far, I'm really impressed with the suspension. There's a couple things that I got to get used to. The four-wheel drive switch is kind of weird. It's not what I'm used to. It's like a little switch instead of a, you know, little push switch on the dash. And I found myself having a hard time getting into reverse when I'm going from low or high. So when you're trying to make a little save or something, like I keep ended up in neutral or park, but that just could be because the shifter cable's getting worn out because there's a lot of miles on this machine. But so far, like for a low to the ground four-seater, It really impressed me in the high-speed rocks, but I really want to see what it can do on the high-speed trails now. Stupid fast in the high-speed stuff, and they say that they're supposed to be the 64-inch version of a Turbo S, and I believe that because it handles every bit as good as a Turbo S, which is a 72-inch machine, and it's crazy long, but you can still flick it around the corners. But now we're gonna see if it can technical rock crawl, and it's on 30s, and it's got a 125-inch wheelbase, so this might not work out. Smell the belt already. Like, it does not like, low range is not low enough. It does not like it. Hit that little more momentum. Woo, sketchy. I did not see that coming at all. The long bed did pretty good. That's not an easy spot. till you get up to the top. I think you got that. Up here's the next. That's the next hairy spot right up here. Right there. Hit it right there. Hit that V, see if it'll go. I mean,
left in V or right in V?
Well, I think you could go either. You're gonna have to get above this guy.
Yeah.
Either side, left or right. You're good. Hey, you can come this way if you want to. Back up. There's a big rock right in front of you. Back up one more time. Turn right, back up. Is he gonna hit it?
Probably.
I mean, it was your front was climbing that rock in front of you. Whoops.
Anything bad there but plastic?
Nope. I'm gonna say that looks like that was pre-done also. If you if you turn, pull up like you were, yeah, you're gonna clear it. Go ahead.
Go where?
Back.
Where am I going after that?
I would come this way. Hit it right there. Oh God. You're just on this tree is what's trying to flip you.
What's on the tree?
Your front tire right here.
Now back up some?
Let me get on this. Yeah, turn right, back up, just a little bit. All right, now hard left. See what it'll do. It's easy. You got it. Go, go.
Oh, the sketchy spot!
Sketchy.
I'm gonna have to say rock crawling approved. For it to be this low to the ground on 30s, it definitely needs a lower low range. The low is not low enough and I still smell belt. So a lower low range would be nice, but all in all, impressive.
Uh-oh. It did do work.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I think that was pre-done because that came off very, very easily.
Well, it did good rock crawling, technical rock crawling in a creek bed, but now we're over here at our little rock wall section. We're gonna see how well it can climb.
did. I don't know how to like portray on camera that this is like basically vertical.
The moment you've all been waiting for, we're gonna see if this four-seater can fly. Is a rocket ship on the track.
It looks really fast.
I think we're gonna have to do a time lap, and then that way every time we review a machine, we'll see how fast it can make it on the track, same track. And you don't have to let out like that jump was 60 miles an hour.
It's smooth too.
Yeah, went smooth. The ass end of it likes to kick up a little bit as per usual, but it's not bad. Seems very controllable.
You can tell it's fast. Sounds fast.
Yeah. I like.
On the clock. $150.23. Pretty quick.
$150.23. 2023, not bad. We'll see, like to send us some more RZRs. We'll have to see which one's faster. I think one of these with some dynamics might be slightly faster. But four-seaters are bad now because you get all these jumps and stuff and you don't worry about going into over because there's so much behind you. So I like it, fast. Might be a little more difficult right now. All right, final thoughts after thrashing this 2020 Pro XP4. I like it. It's definitely one of the faster side-by-sides that I've driven, and it just handles like it's on rails. I was completely impressed by how fast it was on the track. I've never been in anything faster than this on this track here at Stony Lonesome. Like, it was stupid fast, and it being a four-seater, you could just send those jumps and not freaking worry about it. It was awesome. A few things I don't like: it needs a lower low range. I don't know why the low range is so high in this thing, but it is way too high. Like, it wants to burn the belt. We smelled belt a bunch of times while we were trying to rock crawl, but overall it's fast, good machine. If you're looking for something that's sporty, hauls butt, and can haul 4 people, I think the Pro XP is where it's at.